The tag system in SketchUp has one major drawback. Each object can only be in one tag at a time. When you have more complex models, this is often quite limiting. That is why we created the new Visibility Manager, and within it, the Markers module is very important. Markers are like multi-tags for you. Each individual object can have several markers. I will now create several markers here. Because of them, I have already prepared texts in the model to make it clearer what it does. And I will gradually assign these markers to these cubes. I will assign marker A to the first one, marker B to the second, marker C to the third, and marker D to the fourth. I will switch to the top view so it is easier to work with. So currently we have it assigned this way. Marker A means that when I turn it off, it turns off marker A. But I can assign multiple markers to each object, so let's do it this way. I will also assign marker A to this cube. And to this last cube, I will also assign marker A, so it will have marker A and marker D assigned. When I select the cube, I can see what it is assigned to, marker D and marker A. The system has two options. One is the any option. That means when markers are on, only one marker from that object needs to be on for the object to be visible. So, for example, if I turn off marker D now, this object will still be visible because it also has marker A. If I turn off marker C, the object turns off completely because it only had marker C. If I now turn off marker D and also let me turn off marker A, then the objects that have marker A will turn off as well as this one because it has that D. As soon as I turn D on now, this object turns on, but the A ones do not turn on yet. Then there is a second option. If the all system, so I am switching to the all system. The all system means that objects are only turned on if all markers for that object are turned on. So in the case of marker C or marker A, it is enough if their marker is turned on. So marker A is fine, it is on, I turn on marker C and the object appears. If I want to have this object turned on, which is currently off, then I must have both marker A and marker D turned on. You can then use these two options, any and all, in various ways. For example, it makes sense to use any if you need to use these A markers as, for instance, versions. An example could be an interior design where this object represents, for instance, a chair that I want to have in both version A and version B. So when I want to turn on only version A, all markers A will be displayed. If I only want version B, the chair will be displayed in both version A and version B. The system is very flexible this way, and besides that, you can create sections here, meaning categories. I can create a category phase that can have, for example, markers, state, original state. I will move it to the given phase. And at this moment, this default category and this new phase category are operating in a modes all. That means if an object is to be visible, the marker must be enabled in both categories. So, for example, if I add the new marker here now, both must be lit. both be, and the new marker, I turn off new, it turns off. So I can combine them very well between categories and within categories.